everyone. Welcome to the intro of the Speak Up podcast. I am your host, Erika, and in this episode, I guess, is an introduction to who I am and what the podcast will be about. Sometimes if people ask that question, who are you? I feel like I have a difficulty answering it because I don't exactly know who I am and I'm still trying to figure that out. If I'm in an interview, depending on what that interview is about, maybe I do have an idea of who I am. So, like, if it's marketing, maybe I would say, oh yeah, I'm passionate about marketing and events. If it's an insurance interview, passionate about helping people and protecting their income. And if it's customer service, maybe I would say, I love connecting with others and creating a genuine connection with the guests. So it is true. I do love marketing. I do love events, and I do love helping people and building connections. But I guess that would be some ways to define who I am. In this part, I would want to answer 3 basic questions that people may ask or have asked me in interviews. So the first question is, who or what is your spirit animal and why? And my answer would be unicorns. I know it's kind of basic and very childish, I guess, but for a long time, I've been obsessed with unicorns. I think grade 7, my sister got me a unicorn pillow pet, and I almost cried. I think I shed a tear because I was that happy to get that pillow pet. And then I think that same year, my best friend, Angelina, got me a pillow pet as well. And then I also got a third pillow pet. I got a third pillow pet 2 or 3 Christmases ago from a friend, Arlene. And one of my birthdays, when I turned 21, I'm not sure how this happened, but a lot of people found out that I really love unicorns. So I got so many unicorn gifts. I got unicorn t-shirts, unicorn mugs. I think I have like 6 unicorn mugs. I had unicorn figurines. So yeah, I am a unicorn fan. I don't say it to people, I guess, but I do have a unicorn tattoo. That is actually my first tattoo. It's a unicorn in blue, a blue unicorn with purple wings, and it has a $sign in the middle because get money. And yeah, that would be my spirit animal. I know it's not real, or is it? Or is it real? I don't know. It's mystical. It's mystical, and it may or may not be real, but if you believe in it, then it's real enough for me. That is really lame, but okay, so the next question. What would it be and why? And I love this question. It makes me think about it. Like, it's a very difficult question to answer because there's so many good foods out there. Like, what will I choose? But I think I would say that it would be pizza. For a long time, my handle on Twitter was Pizza Princess, and I converted it to Pizza Mommy because, graduated and stuff. I ain't a princess. I'm a mommy now, I guess. I don't really know. But pizza would be that one thing that I eat for the rest of my life. You can transform it in any way you want. You can do like cauliflower pizza, gluten-free, vegan, just cheese, pepperoni, mushroom, and then the best part about the pizza is dipping it in some creamy garlic sauce. I mean, that is one of the icings on the cake, or the garlic on the pizza, So that would be something I would eat for the rest of my life. The third question is, if you won the lottery, what would you do with the money? And I like this question a lot. I guess it really says or speaks to what that person's character is, I guess. Basic, but I would say I would pay off all my debt, my friends' debt, my family's, help people who need the money more than I do. I would love to give at least half of what I win to people who need it more than me, charities, organizations. Yeah, that would be one of the things. And probably a third thing would be using it for businesses that I really want to do and projects that I really want to do, but I don't necessarily have the money to invest in it right now and to start up that platform or that business. So I'd use it for that, use it to buy a place, maybe a car or something. Basic stuff about me. There are 3 basic questions and answers. So about this podcast, Speak Up. What is Speak Up about? The idea of Speak Up actually originated from when I wrote a book 2 years ago during my undergrad. And that book was called Speak Up. And that book was a collection of stories about life, death, and situations where I didn't speak up, but I should have. So this podcast will be a continuation of that conversation. And in that book, we sold about 200 plus copies, which is really awesome. Thank you so much to everyone who's supported me so far and told me their thoughts and everything about the book. It honestly means so much to me because the amount of anxiety I had pre-publication. I didn't sleep for a very long time, and it was very hard for me to write some of the stories that are in the book. But I know it was worth it, and I'm very thankful that people were able to connect with it and not feel alone, especially in the terms of self-harm or suicide or sexual abuse. So yes, Speak Up, that book was a collection of short stories that varied from life, death, and situations that I should have spoken up when I didn't. So this podcast is a continuation of that. It's the continuation of the conversation that it's okay to speak up, even if you're afraid, to have the courage to speak up. I do want to talk about some daily thoughts. I feel like I have those daily thoughts, and it's one of those that you don't say out loud because people might think you're weird and people might think you're crazy and stuff. But I think it's okay. It's okay to speak about those things that you're thinking about. And it's okay because you would be surprised how many people may be able to connect with you, how many people you may help out in not feeling that they're alone because they're thinking the same thing. So it's going to be about those daily thoughts as well. And it's also going to be deep convos that you're going to have with the homies. Like you haven't seen your friend very long time, and you meet up with them and you catch up and you talk for like 3-4 hours and you're just talking about everything and going off. And it's one of those, like, I would love to capture those moments and have people connect with it as well. You learn about your friends and their fears and weaknesses, and they get to expose to you their vulnerabilities. So I think that's going to be super cool. I am very, very excited to bring some guests on this show, maybe some reoccurring guests, and I'm excited to hear their point of view, their perspectives, and their expertise in certain topics. So thank you so much, everyone, for the support so far. I am so thankful, super excited to be able to have a platform to share these thoughts and stories. I can't wait for you to listen to the first episode and to see what this podcast can help you with and help benefit you in some type of way. That's a bit about me. that's a bit about the podcast, and please feel free to subscribe. It is free. Follow us on Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, SoundCloud. I will have all the links in the description, so don't be afraid to speak up. And thank you so much, everyone. Hear you on, listen to you? Okay, yeah, you know what I mean. See you on the next episode. Thank you. Bye.